So as I said, my name is Weldon Hastings, and welcome to the mid-October 2019 remote management webinar. This month we're going to be covering everything that has happened in the month of October and the last half of September. And we won't be reading any of the messages that are happening on Facebook because I'm only able to read what's happening on the computer. If you want to interact, please call in at 563-999-2090. The access code is 894461. Again, the phone number is 563-999-2090. Access code 894461. This way you can interact with me by telephone if you wish to. Don't forget these are recorded sessions. That way we can go back to them later. They'll be posted on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, and all other social media. So this is our first monthly management overview. This month we have been low on viruses due to the upgrade refresh from Windows 7 to Windows 10. This past month has been relatively high in stressors due to heat and other stressors, so software has been relatively a low factor. This is the general screen that we look at. We have no errors, as you can see. The only critical error that you see is one of our out of use for client use servers. Backup 1, as you see, is in critical alert status. You can't tell here very much other than the disk usage is claiming to be 100% full. We have no customers in alert status at this juncture when this PowerPoint was made late last night. From left to right, the blue means there are no open tickets. The orange and the red in the middle mean there are no tickets that are due to be completed today. The right side means that there are no triggers that our client computers have thrown to us, with the exception of one critical error that our server labeled Backup 1 has thrown to us. And this has been a trigger that we have been aware of for 3 months. It's been something that we snooze because we're aware that it's full, so we just keep snoozing it because we don't actively use the drive that is labeled as full. Once we open the agent, we see a lot more information. We can see IP addresses. We can see the last time that it was rebooted, the particular device's IP address, a lot of other information as far as CPU usage and what other triggers may have been activated, the type of profiles that we use. Excuse me. Down at the bottom right, this is the alert that has been triggered. It's saying that the current disk C is 100%, which is greater than the threshold of 90%. As we scroll down the page, the upper right-hand side, you'll see that that threshold is at the mark that we, that threshold is above the greater than where we want to be, the make and model of the server that we're using, and then at the bottom it shows the capacity of the drives that we have. It shows that we've got 4 gigabytes available out of the 926. We have 4.202 gigabytes out of a total 930 gigabytes available. At this point, if we don't have any questions, we can continue. Again, we can't see anybody on Facebook because that's kind of further away than what I can see. And right now there's only one person dialed in, so we'll continue. This is a client who allows us to use them as an example. They've got 4 endpoints registered. They have had no activity as far as viruses in the last 7 days. So they're protected. None of their endpoints need any, addressing. And this has been pretty much what everybody has been seeing across the entire spectrum of our remote management clients. I can't give an overall picture because it shows too much personal information, and this is a public webinar. So I wanted to show kind of what the average is, and this client lets us show their information. The 8th through the 14th of October, they've had no threats. They're showing 4 endpoints. Those 4 endpoints we're allowing the public to see because there's not really any issues there. We get updates on everybody, but WebRoot also gives us some information as far as administrator guides and updates in the world of security and that kind of thing. So we stay very up to date with what's going on in the world of security so we can better protect you. The other neat thing about this WebRoot Secure Anywhere is, let's say our client A gets a virus, but client L encounters the same virus. Well, because client A got that virus, client L is now better protected because client A got the virus. So this is far better than just going to the store and buying any antivirus off the shelf, because that antivirus does not work as intuitive as this product does. So that's another reason why we recommend to our clients that they purchase our remote management system over just a routine antivirus and hope that everything goes okay. At this point, we're opening up the floor for any questions, if anybody has any. And since nobody's dialed in, we'll continue. This is our backup storage capacity. Over the last month, we've increased our usage of our main server for client backups remotely from 11.059 terabytes in September to 11.222 terabytes as of October 14th. We've had some growth, and speaking of growth, the top of the meter does not represent our max capacity. Currently, we're only at about and slightly under 20% of our maximum overall server capacity. So we have a lot of room for growth as far as the ability of backing up our clients remotely. Plus, we have far more servers that we haven't even turned on yet. Since there's no questions, we're going to continue on to looking at the remote management system at a glance. What this is in the last month, this is all the customers that we've looked at a glance. This is all the remote management people who subscribe to our service. We have been alerted to nearly 13,000 events that have happened. We have closed nearly all of those. The backlog of 18 are things that we have snoozed, and generally speaking, those are all our issues internally here, and those are actually all pertaining to servers that are out of use and are not anything that we keep client data on, and that are test servers only. And our average close time for most of our tickets, or our response time for any of the alerts that we receive, is a little less than 3 hours. The industry standard is 4 hours. What this graph means here is alerts by the day. It's very hard to follow because it's so up and down. It's kind of a hard graph. It's what's provided to us through the system that we use. But for instance, on Tuesday the 17th, we got about 500 alerts. Those were all closed by the end of the day. On the 18th, there was a little bit more than 700. By the end of the day, those were all closed. So it's showing that every day there were alerts, they were closed. Alerts and closed. So none of these were carried over from day to day to day. We were closing them as they were happening. So this is alerts by category, meaning there are hardware alerts, so there's temperature, hard drive, that type of thing. Performance are things like your CPU and your processor, your memory, that type of thing. Availability is like network consumption and availability of your components, if there's like any clashing of that type of thing, and then disk would be if there's any hard drive issues. Biggest thing has been temperature issues, and that's just because we had some warmer days and a lot of people have their computers near windows and haven't been cooling their computers properly, and we had some thresholds set in our system a little too low. So we were being alerted to some items that we should not have been alerted to, but we have reset our thresholds to a proper level. So if you do get a pop-up on your screen that says call Weldon in regards to an overheating temperature sensor or something to that effect, please do give us a call. It is important. This is part of the remote management program that we offer. If you are not part of this, please sign up at weldonpc.com/remote. These are the types of services that we provide. This is good for both home and office users. Continuing on, we have two types of warnings that we're concerned about. Warnings are things that we're concerned about, but we're not knocking down the doors. Those are what we are generally keeping an eye on. The critical things are what we're picking up the phone, batting down your door, and we're driving to your house over if you're not answering the phone. These are things that if you're leaving your laptop on a bed and they're overheating, if there's a virus happening and we can't get a hold of you, we're kind of sending messages, we're restarting your computer remotely, we're shutting things down without your knowledge just to kind of save your computer. We're doing everything we can behind the scenes. We're being notified by email and text message to try to salvage, stop bad things from happening before it gets to be something that we can't handle. So if you have any questions, now would be a good time to answer them or post them or call in with them. Since nobody's dialed in, we can continue. So what did you just watch? You saw the meat and potatoes of what we see. This is where we manage all of your computer problems from. It's not as Hollywood as Hollywood makes it seem to be. It's not, the Matrix. It's not as Tom Cruise as you'd have it, as you'd believe it would be. This is where all the updates, some of the software repairs, the backups, the antivirus, this is where it's all managed from. This is where we take care of a lot of those issues from. And when we refer to remote computer management, this is how it happens. And we are doing these monthly remote management webinars to keep you informed as to the number of tickets and the way we're handling them and how we're addressing them, and to answer your questions and to keep you involved. We want to know how we can better help you at home or at work. So if you have suggestions, we'd like to hear from you. Call us at 216-475-6000. Leave us a message on Facebook. Send me an email at info@weldonpc.com. Stop in our office, snail mail, send a fax, whatever. Here's what we do know. We know that we can repair basic computer issues as long as your computer is able to be turned on and you are able to access the internet. We know we can troubleshoot some printer issues. We know some basic networking issues can be handled. We know we can help with how-to issues and questions. So if you're trying to, for instance, print out labels and you're having an issue, we can help you. If you want to print an envelope and don't know how, we can walk you through stuff like that. We can provide some temporary hands-on help if you are too busy at home to do something with your computer. We can provide temporary hands-on for your IT department at work if they're a little bit too busy working with something else. So we can provide relief using our remote management program. What we don't know is how we can help you even better. So if there's something that we're missing off of that list, we need to hear from you. Send me an email to info@weldonpc.com and let us know how we can better use our services to help you. If you have questions, please let me know. Unmute. Send me a message. Let me unmute this and see if any. Let me see if I can. Is anybody out there? I don't hear anybody, so we're going to continue. So, today's October 15th. It's 12:15. If you haven't received your monthly report, let me know by sending an email to info@weldonpc.com. We will send out any backed reports that you have not received. And we'll also get those monthly reports scheduled and going to you. We did find 2 people last month that did not get their reports. We did get those reports out. Sometimes those reports don't get generated properly, but I want everybody to know that that what's going on with their computers and their network and everything else. So if you don't get your reports, let us know. Those reports would have been generated about 10-15 minutes ago. Dodging the bullet. As the renewals approach, we're kind of hoping that all of our clients decide to enroll in the auto pay. Kind of keeps our costs low. We're sending out nearly $50 a month in postage. We're trying to keep the postage costs down because we didn't price that. We didn't put that into our pricing because we thought this would all be like an email thing. So if you have any questions, now would be a time to put anything up there. If you have any referrals, we'd like you to send them our way. If you have a remote management referral, we'd like you to send them our way, and we will give you $2 off your monthly bill if you're paying monthly, or we'll give you $20 off annually. So that's something to keep in mind. Sharing us on social media. We count on you to share Weldon PC. It keeps our prices low. Bringing in your friends to our store also keeps our prices low. Showing them what we have to offer keeps our prices low. Bring a friend in, show them a laptop, show them a desktop, show them a tablet. We offer websites, we offer television repair, we offer game console repair, remote computer management, mobile device management, and more. We can protect your device. We work with small businesses. We work with medium-sized businesses. We work with home users, young and old, college, local and far away. If you have any questions, this is our last set of slides, so if you have anything, now is the time. And if not, I appreciate your time. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Mark your calendar. Our next monthly webinar is going to be Friday, November 15th at 12:15 p.m. That'll be our next monthly webinar. Until then, I'm Weldon from WeldonPC.com. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.